Bruh. Or do I pull receipts? Receipts. Because I know what happened, Mark ass nigga.
Yo, you ever wonder why Mark is an insult?
Because that bitch ass nigga Marcus came through. He was short on all the fucking money. He said he was gonna bring $20. He came with $7.50. So from that, and I'm glad you asked, because that's a great moment in Black history. This is a Black history fact I'm giving you.
It is February.
Marcus Jordan of Tucaloo, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
He owed niggas some money. He owed niggas $20, and he came back with $7.50 U.S. American coin.
Are these facts though?
These is big facts.
For real? For real?
Facsimiles. As you say, no printer.
Facts, no printer.
This motherfucker came back short, and he never came back with the money again. Every time you saw him, and this is nothing, you know, that whole thing, when like somebody owe you money and you see them and all of a sudden they disappear, they like, I still got it. This is the same nigga. This the same dude.
Or they owe you money and you see him rocking a new outfit or some new kicks and you're like, nigga.
Right. See, that nigga, that's Marcus. And we just call him Don't Be a Mark. Don't be a Mark.
It makes me low-key feel bad for anybody named Mark, though.
Hey.
Like, why would your parents do that to you?
Parents don't know their history. You know how they do Black history.
That's facts. No printer.
Unless you sound like old dirty ass motherfucker.
I know they mad. They can't stop. Number one soundtrack in America. Black on. The number one movie from making records. Making the whole Bible. VHS soundtrack. I told y'all to run the movie. I told y'all I'm gonna show y'all how to clean your dirty money up with good money. Invest into yourself.
Let's go. This is the I'm Kinda Famous podcast. I'm your host, Lester Rowe. New week, new episode 82 of the I'm Kinda Famous podcast. KINDA Famous Pod, POD.com, the official website. Get over there. Move this mic. Hey, and now you can follow me on Twitter. Rowe is famous. It's real easy. ROWE is famous. One word, one phrase, however you figure that shit out. I'm not. You do your thing. Search that shit. We're going to use that to extend the conversation of the show. So get over there and check that shit out. Arrowfilms.com, my official website. That's for all the stuff I'm working on filming wise and things like that. From the ground up, groundupict.com, the official website for the web series. We recently released episode 1 with YBM Smooth. And it's dope. At this moment, we're just under 4K views. Now, and that's collective. So that's between Facebook, all the ways you can stream fucking video. Now, the reason why that's dope. Now, 4K for some don't, at least 3,900 basically. We'll probably be 4,000 by the end of the weekend. But what makes that dope for me as a filmmaker, is because people always say like people can't consume, like you gotta give them in bite size, you gotta give them 10 minutes and all this type of shit. Tell you shit gotta be short for people to want to watch it. And as an artist and as an entertainer, I feel like if you make dope content, they'll stick around for the whole thing, no matter how long it is. So this episode being around 40 minutes, and people tapped into it, watched it. When I look at the analytics of it, we're talking like people, the majority of people that watch it are watching more than 75% of the whole thing. I ain't even having a dog fight right now. So I just want y'all to know this. But what makes that dope is like, this means that if you make something dope enough, people will stick around, watch the whole thing, and it don't have to be this micro video of 10 minutes or whatever. Now, in some cases, that's absolutely, for some people, they absolutely need it short. They need things broken down. So that's cool too. We'll figure that out. But in terms of watching the raw content for what it is, 40 minutes, people watching, I mean, most of the viewers watching more than the whole thing, more than 75% of the film, or show rather, is dope for me. So from the ground up, groundupict.com, facebook.com/groundupict, and get to the shits, man. And gotta get them clean ass people collectors. Arrowfilms.com/buy now. Get a people collector of Cosmic Culture. People collector is my deal. Cosmic Culture is my co-creator from the Ground Up, called Yala, who's been on several episodes. It's her brand. And it's if you're into the zodiacs, astrology, things like that, the cosmics, that's what you want. Get you a clean you get your clean people collector or get your Cosmic Cultures. We got 4 different designs, colors. Right now it's on sale, $15. We ship that bitch right to you. And I think we got like stickers and shit in there. Yeah, we got one coming that way. Now, on this episode of the I'm Kinda Famous podcast, we got joining the show rather, is Zio from the Zio and Rome podcast, where you can get some deep talk and some ratchet talk, all in probably about a 5-minute span. The shit
pretty
escalates
much.
quick.
It creeps up on you.
So, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
You know how I'm doing. I mean, I'm right here being petty and shit.
I love it.
Yeah, so I'm about to hit post on this, and then I gotta put my phone down because if I keep paying attention. Last week, Carla was on and we talked about the guy who was being a Marcus, as we talked about.
Which I just got the history on.
Yeah, Black History Facts. Shout out to Black History Month.
Facts, no printer.
We're calling the guns and all the other wild shit. I'm making this post that, and if you want to see what's happening here, go over to Instagram.com or go over to Instagram and Ground Up ICT, because I'm about to go hamburger on this motherfucker if he don't give it.
Wait, you're about to go hamburger on Instagram with him?
Well, he's in the comments, so he.
Oh, I cannot wait to see this. This is great. I see, like, I'm the level of petty though, where I either want to live vicariously through your petty and just be hype, or do I jump in the comments too and call him a mark myself?
You can jump in there.
Listen, my level of petty is different.
Come on, they don't get this filmmaker shit twisted. Like I'm not them. I'm from south side of Dallas, Texas. Like I'm from the rough part, not the friendly shit. I'm from the rough part. My mom talk shit, my sister talk shit, my pops talk shit, my daughter talk shit, my niece and nephew talk shit. We all talk shit.
Hey, I'm an island girl that was raised in the boogie down. It don't get no pettier than that.
Yeah, so I don't give 0 fucks. Wild shit that you said to and about her. Just asking for a friend. Let's drop that in there. Post. All right, let me put my fucking phone down. We here. Say. So before I go any further, I gotta drop this mood a little bit because of some events. So we're gonna do this so I don't have to do this later. But
okay.
A good friend of Carla's daughter. This is a big national story locally here in Wichita, but it turned into a national deal. This girl, my phone. This girl, Zay Uwadia. Yeah, Zay Uwadia. She spent 400. I think it was like over 400 days in the hospital. On life support. And the thing, her 457 days in the hospital. So what happened randomly roughly over a year ago, she wasn't feeling well and her body just started to attack itself. And so they took her to the hospital. They didn't know what was going on. So they took her to Children's Mercy in Kansas City, and she had been there on life support ever since. Recently she came home from the hospital. One of the things that she did while in the hospital is she was able to walk on life support, which is really rare for a lot of people on life support. And she came home recently for her 17th birthday. And
oh wow.
And so, they brought her home. it felt like a joyous occasion and everything. And then just days after, I mean, that was it. And so they still don't know. I mean, it was kidney failure, her official cause of how she died, but they still don't know what it is that attacked her. They don't really know what it is. It's just like this big mystery disease, or mystery illness. But big prayers to her and her family. They've done a lot of stuff locally in honor of Zay. So big rest in peace. Like, I know it's affecting Carla heavy because she's real close with that family. But, I mean, the whole city is aware of this. And I felt like I needed to address it. So we'll also put the GoFundMe page for the family in the show notes, as well as on the Facebook page, Kinda Famous Pod on Facebook. So if you want to know more about the story or even help with that, it'll be on the Facebook. So I don't know how we transition? So
got you.
Yeah, I think we just did it. So it's done. It's done. So now Valentine's Day just passed.
Yeah, it did.
And you had a application out there.
I did. I had an application. I had an official boyfriend Valentine's application. Yo, can you believe I ain't got no applications filled out?
Well, see, what you got to do, one thing I found what your fatal mistake was is like you didn't put it in a PDF form. You know, niggas need PDF.
Nah, like, even look, dudes, sometimes what they do is
Survey
they
monkey.
don't comment directly under your picture because they feel like if they get shut down, then everyone sees it. So what they do is they forward it to your DM. So they forward your own picture to your DM, and then they comment in your DM. Dudes do that all the time. I didn't get none of that.
Damn.
Nada.
You know
It makes me question my cuteness.
Well, see, you weren't desperate enough.
I have to be desperate enough.
I didn't see no thong pictures or nothing.
I mean, that's not who I am. I pose in different ways.
Well, see, that's the thing. You know, we need the bait.
Oh, so I need to take a picture in like a white t-shirt with no bra and like me pouring water on myself is what you're saying.
I mean, the water's a little extreme. Have some class, but sure.
Okay. Okay, be classy. Be classy. Don't pour the water, just be in a thong, Zio. Got it.
Yeah, and then you got to write a long-ass post under that has nothing to do with...
Does my caption have to be deep as fuck, though? Like, to the point where it's like, what does this have to do with the fucking picture?
Yeah, because, you know, the female that put the deep post, she desperate. Like, she really... Like, somebody either look at this or read it. I don't care which one you do. Do one of the two. Let's give you a 50-50 shot.
Got it. All right. Noted. Be more desperate. Got it.
But you can use a better word. You ain't got to say desperate. Like, you can use.
I'm going off of what you said.
Yeah. But I just be saying shit. I just told the motherfucker. Okay. I just called the man a Mark Buster. Like that.
I mean, but listen. After you explain the history, I get it. I want to call everybody Mark ass busters now.
You know what? I gotta put my phone down. All right, I gotta put my phone down. I gotta put my phone down.
I was just about to say, are you still looking at your phone?
Nah, man, let me switch accounts because then I won't see it. All right. Yeah, we good now. But yeah. So did you end up doing anything for Valentine's Day?
No, I didn't actually. I stayed home and watched my reality shows. I had no intention of going out. I really don't, even in relationships, not in relationships, booed up, not like I'm not really a big Valentine's Day person because I feel like it's such a Hallmark holiday.
Come on, man, relax.
Like, you can tell me that you care about me any other day. Valentine's is nothing different.
You say that shit.
No, I'm saying it.
So you got a dude or even fucking with a dude, whatever, some relation of intimacy with a guy going into Valentine's Day. And he just like, fam, I ain't doing it. It's Hallmark. You rolling?
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it because if you can show me that you care regularly any other day, I don't need you to do anything on Valentine's Day for me. It's just another day.
What kind of show of care would have to be happening on a regular basis?
So I don't know if you've ever heard of the 5 languages of love or if you've even ever taken that test, but it's a real thing and everyone kind of like expresses their love differently and understands love differently.
It's a book.
Right. So I lean more towards acts of services. And my way of understanding that you care about me is by doing random things for me. So if I am at work all day and I'm stressed and I know that I have to come home to do laundry, to do dishes, to do all of these things, just you putting a load in the washer for me is an act of service enough for me to be like, yo, you care.
That's it?
That's
fellas, I'm telling you, you might want to, if you need low maintenance, if you're looking for a woman that's low maintenance, go fill out that application because she just said all you got to do is just put the roll of toilet paper on the toilet paper roll.
Yo, I want to wipe my ass just like you. So if you don't forget to put the toilet paper, I'm good. Like do the little dish that you left in the sink. It's good. I'm okay with that. I do not ask for much.
Man. I don't know. I can't. I hear you. I hear what you're saying.
You hear me, but you don't hear me though.
I don't hear that. Like I just cause look, I was talking to a chick who not like that, but talking to a chick during Valentine's Day, and she told me, she was like, something to the likes of like about being single, like what was it? Basically, she was saying, you know, seeing other people reminds you of being single. Like they also call it single awareness day. But like I think those visuals of all this shit that chicks are getting, gifts and these loving things makes you feel like, nigga, all you gonna do is wash dishes today? This is what you got for me on Valentine's Day? You dropped the load and wash dishes?
Yeah, but like, let's be 100. I mean, at least for me, like I was at work and I saw girls like getting flowers, teddy bears delivered to their job, edible arrangements, all these things. And yes, those, I'm not taking away from the fact that those things are very cute. And it's like, oh, like that's cute. Like I wish I would get that. But if I'm coming home to the fact that, fax no printer, that my significant other was like, and was courteous enough to be like, babe, you don't have to worry about the load of laundry that you were going to do, the dishes in the sink, the dinner that needed to be cooked. I've taken all of that off of your plate. Yeah. And now you have time to yourself. That to me is like, oh, yes, you're definitely getting some buns tonight. Yeah. That to me is foreplay. I'm not even going to front.
See, but that, what you just named, that is a gift for some. Like, that ain't just like normal niggas say, look, I'm finna take I'm gonna take everything off your plate today. Every day. That ain't no everyday occurrence. Like, all right, look, I'm gonna cook, but you're gonna have to wash some dishes. Like, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll tell you this, though. About Valentine's Day, looking at the social, is, it was a lot of people that I had no idea was in relationships.
Yo, and it comes out on Valentine's Day, right?
I was looking at shit like, you know, motherfucker post, oh, look what Bae got me. I'm like, Bae? Who?
So wait, so you out here thotting and buying and you got a Bae?
Nigga. What?
Okay.
It's a whole man that do things for you? Like, I could have sworn. I could have sworn that somebody, I really doubt, even some dudes, like I could have sworn a lot of niggas and females was single. Just by the way that they use social media, it wouldn't be conducive of a person that, you know, was spoken for.
That's actually a really good question though. Like, do you feel that if you are in a relationship that you should broadcast that on social media? Or do you feel like your social media is your personal thing and then you can do what you want with it?
I believe in the latter. I believe if, you know, you can do whatever you want to do on social. But when you're in my opinion, when you're in a relationship, I
it
think
should be known.
It's a certain. I don't think you have to let it be known, but there's a certain decorum I think should be expected that shows respect for your relationship.
Okay, that makes sense. So, do you feel okay? Let's use myself as an example. I tend to like post light thirst traps, not anything too much, not, like it's just like diet baby thirst traps. Do you feel that if I was in a relationship, me posting those diet baby thirst traps would be inappropriate?
Diet. Well, see, I will say this. Would you feel like it was appropriate to do it?
Would I feel like it's appropriate?
Like, because it really comes down to the internal workings of that person. Like, it doesn't, like, what I see is one thing, but I think, so I believe, like, you talked about the love languages. When I look at, because of documentary and interviewing shit like this, I look at a lot of micro things that people do to tell the story of who that person is. So when you get, let's say let's say right now you with a dude, and then the stuff that you've been posting, you kind of keep that up. It would strike me to think that, oh, as they say, you still behaving single. So you may not be in this position of this relationship where you feel like you need to change up. But I think as you start to care about a person, as you start to find your place, your role in your relationship, that should make you change up how you respond to the public and how you present yourself.
Absolutely. I think that there is definitely a shift. You probably don't tend to not post as much because, I mean, I can say that I've definitely experienced that myself. But I do also believe that, like, for people that tend to feel jealous about or insecure about the way that their significant other posts certain things on social media, I'm a strong believer in the fact that you shouldn't be concerned about how people approach me or what they say to me. You should be more concerned about how I respond to them. And if I am not responding to them, then you really don't have anything to worry about because people are going to say whatever the fuck they want regardless.
Right. See, here's the thing. Do I want to say this? Fuck it. So, I've thought about this. I thought about this before. Like, somebody said, oh, if you really love someone, want y'all change phones for a day or some shit.
Oh yeah, I read that on a meme one time.
So, I said, you know what? If I'm really fucking with my chick or whatever, and we kind of share the same kind of lifestyle in terms of, like, let's say we're both entertainers, I'm like, I have no problem switching phones for one reason. I'm not gonna look through the phone, so I don't even give a fuck what's happening. Because in my mind, I also feel like, all right, if my chick dope, I expect niggas to be shooting a shot.
Yo, and let's be 100. This is gonna sound horrible for me to say this, but I'm still gonna say it. Like, even bitches that aren't bad getting dudes in their DMs. So if your shorty's dope, please expect dudes to be in her DMs. Regardless of how she's responding or not, it's going to happen.
Yeah, so my thing is, I don't want to see it. I don't personally want to see it unless she gonna show me the nigga that's shooting a shot. If she not showing me, I don't really want to see it because I think, you know how they say you go looking for something, you'll find it, whatever.
You won't find it.
Because, I mean, it started to manifest in your head. So, for one, if she gave me the phone, I wouldn't look at it. Now, phones got all kind of pop-up comments and shit like that. Then I'd be like, hey, this nigga trying to holler at you, whatever. But outside of that, I feel cool because in my mind it's like, all right, if we both dope, we should be expecting some degree of attention. And then if we have some sort of, these social sites are like our own little brand. So we do have to entertain some of the conversation because some of this shit could be innocent.
No printer.
So then I expect her to entertain it. Now it goes back to that original point that you said. It's about how you respond going forward to that shit. And I think if a female or a male is really responding in a way that's toxic to the relationship, you should be able to tell that without even looking through shit.
And I think intuition plays a big part too. Like I can tell if someone who slides into my DMs is like going too hard or doing too much, or they're just not right in the head by the things that they're saying. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be 100 with you right now. I have guys in my DMs that have had one-sided conversations for fucking years. Where I'm just like, I've never responded to you and you stay DMing me. I don't understand what like, do I have to be reckless with you for you to stop DMing me, or does it click at one point for you to just not DM me anymore?
It ain't gonna click until do you leave it on red? Do you show any indication that you saw?
I'm an iPhone user, so all of my stuff is on red. So DMs, obviously, and Instagram shows that someone has seen it. My iPhone literally has my red receipts on. I give no fucks. Like, if you see that I read it and I still haven't responded, I'm gonna get to you when I get to you. If I get to you, I do not care. Like, question me, please. I want you to.
Well, let me ask this though. Why do you think I don't know about males. I really don't know about males because I think males are having this big shift where we like showing our relationships now. But why is there such a big, or is there a big want or desire or this idea that women, or at least women from what I can tell, like to keep the perception of looking single?
So I think, in my personal opinion, that it depends on like what you have going on for yourself. So for example, let's be 100. If you're trying to pop in the industry that, we find ourselves in, the perception of being single is going to be more intriguing to some people that are listening or viewing you in a certain type of way. That just is what it is. It's those are facts. Like, people are going to be more intrigued by someone who is available because they're of the thought that, oh, perhaps I have a chance. So that may be the reason why certain females keep that perception. However, regular ass chicks that don't really have anything in the industry and are just going day to day, pretending to be single, I can't really answer that question because I don't know. Like, if I'm in a relationship, I am so proud of the relationship that I'm in, and I'm like boasting it and screaming it from the hilltops. I don't care.
Look, I'm gonna give this example. I'm gonna say why. This is a good example. I'm gonna put myself in.
Okay.
Now, what you said about this industry shit, yeah, me and a girl I was dating, she wasn't. I mean, she didn't understand like why I had the persona that I had, like, because we did the relationship show, the live recording, and one of her friends saw we was doing promo. We was doing a bunch of promo on Facebook and all this kind of shit. Me and the people that was hosting it, and I guess one of her friends saw it, and whenever I was asked, like, you gotta, are you in a relationship? I just be like, shit, I'm out here. I wouldn't answer because my role on this show wasn't to be the one in the relationship. So some people don't understand that though. But yeah, no, and she didn't, and she still didn't even, I mean, it was a point of contention, and that was honestly, that was the moment where shit started to fall apart because it was in her head, and it was, I mean, and I get it, I understand that, like, but at the same time, it's like, you gotta understand, like, I sell a product. And my product is like, you know where I'm at. So I ain't really out here like that. But where I'm at. Yeah, you're a brand. So that was that. Now, fast forward, there was a moment on the good old Graham where I was shooting a shot. Mm-hmm. And I told the dude about this when I talked to him. Wait, you was shooting the shot while you was in a relationship? No. So
okay.
So I wasn't shooting. I was taking little light jumpers. You know what I mean? I was just like, let me feel it out. So
you was jabbing a little bit.
Yeah,
you was jabbing a little bit.
So cause she looked like, one, she was dope. One, she could cook. Shit. I mean, I'm over here. My shot's like, man, let your boy get a plate. Da-da-da-da. But the whole thing was like, I'm looking like, man, this motherfucker. I mean, I'm gonna have to shoot this shot. So, you know, light DM action, nothing serious, nothing that'll get you in trouble. I'm still feeling it out. But everything about it looked single. Then one day, she posts a picture with a dude. And I'm like, is that so-and-so?
Who the fuck is that?
Nah, it wasn't even I know who he is. Like,
what?
And I'm like,
no.
Then I'm like, they might be related or some shit. I don't know, whatever. All right. Then I keep with, because I ain't finna lose no momentum. You know, when you jump a wet, you know, I went from layups to like, all right, I'm gonna see if I can get this little corner shot going.
Okay.
Then like a few days later, another picture with dude. And this time I'm like, oh no, that ain't the brother. And then I had to comment. He got he's an entertainer here too. So it's like he has a certain saying. So I had to comment the saying like, look, I'm acknowledging that I see this nigga, so I get it. I see now. And then the next time I saw him, I said, man, you know, your girl out here looking way too single, man. I was like, man, I'm out here.
You
shooting.
really said that?
Yeah, hell yeah, I told him. I mean,
you did not
on everything. I can't be specific because if I say
right,
the
I get
specific
it.
situation, everybody gonna know who it is. But like I told him, man, your girl out here looking way too single, man. I'm over here shooting a shot. I said, I step back. I step back for the 3-point. I'm like, hold up, is that? I said, man, look at this nigga here. I said, at first, what I just said, I thought it was like maybe y'all was related. Then the next one, I was like, okay, no, they together because that's gross if they not. And
oh my God.
Yeah. So it was crazy. I got to tell you a little extra on that, but I can't say that on here.
Yeah, we'll save that for off air.
But that's the shit. It's like not just, you know, that situation, but I see that a lot. And then, you know, Valentine's Day showed it even more. Like, yo, come on. I don't know what's so sick for women, especially women, when they go, you know, don't be sending me dick pics, don't send this, don't do that, don't, you know, have respect, this, that, and the third. And it's like, but the persona that you put out here looks like anybody can get in there and see what's going on.
I mean, I agree with you. I think that it shouldn't be, you know, left to a specific day or holiday for you to showcase that you are in a relationship or not. But if you do showcase that you're not, or it seems like you're not in a relationship and people do shoot their shot, you can't really be mad at it either then. You can't be like, oh, I'm in a whole nother relationship, whatever. Like, you got to take it with what you're putting out there.
Or
it is.
Or maybe.
Or
attention is contagious.
Yo.
I mean,
sometimes you don't need that much attention, though. I mean, I guess if you're an attention whore, then that makes sense. But not all attention is good attention.
I've shared with you this fitness chick who.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
All she do is got ass. Now, she's in a relationship.
I don't understand. Wait, what?
Yeah, she in a whole fucking relationship. Like, she's with somebody.
Wait, I think time out. Because I've gathered from what you're saying that, like, she constantly is saying, like, this is the type of guy that I want. This is what I want in my life. Blah, blah, blah. But if she's in a...
That's a different...
Am I talking about somebody different one?
That's a different one.
Okay, good. All right.
I'm talking about the one who only knows one pose.
Yeah. Got it.
In different tights. Like, that chick is in a whole relationship. But everything that she puts out there, you would think that she wants. I don't know I don't know what women look for. I don't know how women look, you know, especially in this fitness world. I don't know if a female looks at that and go, you know what? I want to see what her plan is, or want to give her these big ups after seeing that like 150 times. But dudes,
speaking from a woman's perspective, no, I don't give a fuck if you're only showing me your ass sitting on a sink. Like, I don't care about any of your fucking plans.
Now, dudes, on the other hand,
they want to see it.
And to me, going back to that whole relationship thing, is like, at some point that looks like disrespect to you. Like, yeah, you may post your boyfriend here and there, but that looks disrespectful to the relationship because it only fishes for a certain type of, what I assume to be a certain type of attention.
I agree to that. So do you feel like there's a way of being tasteful with your pictures without being disrespectful?
Man, keeping it a buck. If you a fitness person, if you in fitness, your ass ain't the only thing that makes fitness. Arms,
facts, no printer,
abs, back, fucking working out. Showing that. Have curated towards that thing if that's what it is. If you're a model and you're in a relationship, that's a weird one. I mean, honestly, that's a weird one. I always wonder, like, all right, who fucking hurt? Because, like, what kind of, I don't know what kind of revenue is being generated through the gram outside of, like, light soft porn. When you modeling and it's just thongs. The smallest, just ass pretty much naked to be naked. So when it comes to tastefulness, but here's the thing. Let's say models. If I was to objectify models for this. So models concept of in social media is that they're a model, they have a great body. And I'm selling the idea that I aspire to be a model, whatever that means. It's an umbrella term, but I aspire to be a model. Boom. Okay, cool. But when the regular girl is posting like the models, then I think that's when when we talk about the tastefulness kind of begins to escape itself. Because there's no, what reason are you doing this? If you don't aspire to be a model and I'm seeing thongs, I'm seeing see-through shirts, all this kind of shit, then what is this geared towards? Especially if you're in a relationship.
Probably just attention, as you stated earlier. They probably just want that attention. But then the thing about it is that like a lot of girls want the attention and then they get the attention and then they're like, oh, why are you messaging me like that? Or why are you talking to me like that? Well, honey, you're literally setting yourself up for this type of like reaction from people.
Do you think they think about it? Do they know it? Or are they just like, I don't. That's always what, as a male, I get curious of. When they put whatever they put that's salacious or scandally clad or whatever, like, do they think about the attention? Or is it just like, oh, whatever a feminist position may be, I have the right to do this? Like I never...
I think it may be a combination of a lot of things. I think that we live in the day and age where females scream at the top of their lungs, my body, my choice, I do what I want. You can't tell me that this is right or this is wrong. And if I want to show this, then I'm going to, and you can't judge me. But it's also a combination of that and wanting the attention. And it's conflicting sometimes too, because you can't say, I'm going to do what I want, so don't say anything about my body, but then also I'm going to get mad or like that you are saying, like low key, I'm liking that you say something about my body, but I'm going to phrase to you that I don't like what you're saying about my body. It's definitely attention seeking. Listen, we live in a weird fucking day and age. Like, I honestly don't fucking even know how to explain it. It's so weird.
What about speaking of weird?
Weird.
I don't know if it's weird or not. It's just a place that I haven't had to be in for a while, so I don't really care about it. But this age of dating through dating basically primarily starting through an app or some sort of distant connection like Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, whatever. What do you think about that, I guess?
I think that it's, I mean, I don't downplay it. I feel like it's possible to like meet someone through social media, build some sort of connection, and then want to like extend that to a, you know, physical sense where you're like meeting face to face and possibly something can grow from it. Actually, I don't even think that it's a bad idea because it's not just a physicality thing. Like you're kind of like having to message these people and getting to know them beyond just the physical sense. So it can work. I don't know. Everything has its downfalls though. So I personally haven't been in any sort of connection with people over social media, so I can't say how it does or doesn't work. But I do have a friend that met her current baby's father and fiance through Tinder, and it literally worked out for them. Like they met up, they ended up really enjoying who the other person was.
How long
ended
ago?
up having a baby. How long ago did this happen?
Like did they meet on Tinder or whatever it was?
I think they've been together for about 2-3 years.
So I feel like this is my opinion on the dating apps. I think dating apps roughly 3 years ago where it was like this weird taboo thing to do is different now when it's like, it seems, I don't say everybody's doing, but that is a place that is a place of comfort that people are comfortable saying, yeah, I met a dude on Tinder, I met a dude on whatever the different things are. And it seems like now it's even, when it was supposed to be a secret, you could kind of dance a little differently than now when everyone's doing it. The approach to using the dating apps are a lot different.
So you feel like it's more of a trend than anything else? Like,
yeah, like I had a serious relationship with a chick that I met on one of them. I can't remember, it's too long ago. But now, like my homies and different people I know that's on, I'm like, man, I never do that shit again. Like, cause it just seems like it's so. For instance, I got a friend who's on them. He uses them, and he kills me. He says in his bio, he says, "I'm just looking for friends." But I know he's not just looking for friends.
Of course, but he's trying to keep it very nonchalant for whoever messages him because then he can use that as his excuse.
Exactly. He's trying to fuck something.
Exactly. He can say, well, I've told you from the very beginning that all I was looking for was friends.
Exactly. Now, here's the other part. He'll meet a chick. A chick will hit him on how this shit works. And then they be about to action. And he's like, nah, man, I can't fuck with no chick who just trying to fuck. I'm a person. Like, I just want to be a friend. And it's like, yo, you playing both sides of the same, like, you either want to be a friend or you want to fuck some. But when they want to fuck some, you mad. When they want to be a friend, you mad.
Yeah. But you know what's a downfall to this new day and age app thing too?
Everything.
As far as like dating is the fact that, in my personal opinion, I feel that a lot of these younger kids depend on these apps and these social media platforms to meet someone, and they don't have the interaction physically where you feel uncomfortable. You have to fumble over your words. You have to figure out how to keep that person entertained. And that's why people are they tend to be socially awkward. They don't know how to react to other people around them. They don't know if someone shoots you down. Like, they don't know how to react to any of that because they deal with a screen and conversating through a fucking social media platform. They don't have any real life experience when it comes to anything outside of that.
Let me tell you about talking real life experience. See, I agree with that. I don't know where you at. I don't know where you was at when I was coming up. I'm not that old. I'm not finna act old either. But we used to I remember we used to get ready go to the mall, when people went to the mall, and we'd be like, before we leave, who got pen and paper?
Yep.
And we had the pen and paper in the pocket, and we'll go to the mall, hang off the rails, do our little cat calls or try to holler at the girl at the Foot Locker when Foot Locker was popping. Like, or be at we had this place in Dallas called the West End. It was like 4 floors. It was like an arcade place, and it was a shopping center. Man, we'll be at the fucking West End all day trying to pull, as we call it. And talk about being a motherfucker not reading your message. You holler at a chick, or you try to holler at a chick, and she just keep walking on your ass.
Yeah, that rejection is real, but let me tell you, that rejection builds character.
Goddamn right. I got funny as fuck too.
You got funny from rejection?
I got funny from rejection. Like, nah.
Yo, and guess what? Bitches love funny dudes. So it worked in your favor.
I had no choice. Like, it was just one. Well, honestly, I know I was always funny, but like when it came that, because you had to find a way. Because here's the thing, not only because I'm not funny for her, I'm funny because the nigga saw me get rejected. So I got to come back with, come on, nigga. But the bitch downstairs said you look like, whack with your little Gumby haircut or whatever it was. Come over here with a ducktail and shit. Oh, nigga, ain't nobody, just these sort of things to as defense mechanisms, basically. But being rejected in your face, and then, or you get the slow rejection where she do give you a number. You don't know if it worked until you get home. You call her, do. Ah, she played me. She ain't even got a phone number. So,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, it builds character, and you have kids nowadays. They get rejected off of whatever, and they literally want to kill themselves. They don't know how to handle with that type of rejection. It automatically becomes a depressing situation. It's like, yo, there's real life situations out here to be worried about. Like, you being rejected by one girl is not the end of the world. So I don't know. It's a difficult time. Like, I really, really pray that my son definitely does everything the way that I used to back in the day.
It was something you said about these fucking apps. Now, let me ask, all right, so do you assume that if niggas hit you up, they trying to fuck?
That niggas that what? I'm sorry?
When they hit you up, they trying to fuck.
Niggas is always trying to fuck. Let's be 100. Like, a dude will see you and, okay, perfect example. If a guy asks you on a date, the likelihood of him wanting to know you or trying to fuck outweighs getting to know you. Let's be 100. Like, a guy his first aim is usually like, I'd fuck if she lets me.
Oh, okay. I see where we at. Keep proceeding.
You feel me?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna see where you're going.
That's the first thought. And then if he finds something intriguing about a girl beyond just wanting to fuck her, then that's when other layers start trying to unravel themselves, and he finds himself wanting to be around her besides just physicality. I mean, I think a guy is always trying to figure out if he can fuck or not. But to let everyone know out there, in case you don't know, I'm going to give you some history as well.
Uh-oh. Black History Month.
Females know within the first 5 minutes of meeting a guy if she would let him fuck or not. Those are facts.
5 minutes?
5 minutes. That's all it takes. I can let you know within 5 minutes.
That's 300 seconds.
That's 300 seconds.
5 minutes.
That's all it takes. You may change your mind at some point if something happens, but within those 5 minutes, if you let a nigga beat or not.
I bet. So are you telling me at the 6 minute mark, a nigga could be in those buns?
I mean, yeah.
6 minutes? Man, look.
Some girls are like that.
Who? I ain't met her.
I don't know.
I ain't met her or my 5 minutes of shit.
Dude, I mean, I don't know.
No,
what
I don't
your
like when you
5
say I
minutes look
mean.
like.
That sound like that's tragic. Like, come on now. We don't do that. Fucking edit this part out the show. We ain't gonna do that. Have me on no I mean.
You cannot edit that. Yeah, I refuse for you to edit that.
So back to the shit that you said about that. There's some truth to that. I mean, I gotta stand up for dudes, but I think we wanna. If we holler at you, more than likely we would have sex with you. But
right, because originally what attracts you to someone that makes you even want to reach out, right? It's you because you're intrigued by their physical appearance.
All right.
So if you literally are like, oh my gosh, Shorty's cute, let me try and talk to her, you've already had the thought of like, yo, Shorty's cute, I wonder what that's like.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Oh, so you're not gonna confirm or deny these allegations?
Nah. Because we looking for your soul. That's what we want first.
Oh yeah.
We see your aura first. Okay. So before you put that on us, we see the aura. Then we see your soul. We want to see your spirit. Then if your body happen to look good, cool. But we don't start.
You're such a bullshitter.
But no, there's truth to like I personally, me being physically attracted to someone doesn't make me personally. This is me talking. Me being physically attracted to someone doesn't make me want to have sex with them. Like, and maybe it's because I had plenty of sex in my life, but being physically attractive isn't enough for me because I just look at it like, I got kids and I see what being physical got me, and not that I love my kids to death, but I think you start to excuse a lot. I didn't have sex for a year one time just to see if I could do it, but it also presented clarity to me. Is that like once I stop reacting or moving in the light of if I could have sex or not, because I knew I wasn't, then now a woman had to present more to me. Like you had to be more than sex to me for me to like you, for me want to even continue talking to you. Because a lot of times sex is the leverage. It's like, okay, I know this nigga want to have sex with me, but I'm going to do all these different things to see if he's worthy of having sex. But for me at that time,
facts, yeah.
At that time for me, I wasn't trying to have sex. So then if that's all you had and you didn't have conversation, you wasn't interested, you didn't have personality, there wasn't nothing about you, no intangibles, then it was a lot easier for me to be like, I can't fuck with this. So now, fast forward, my energy now, like, yeah, a chick can be hot and attractive. That'll get you a like. But if we get in a DM and you can't really, and the conversation is heavy one way, like leaning or me trying to pull teeth to have a conversation with you, I know you're a dud, and that's why you single. Like niggas can't stand that.
No,
like,
I get it. I'm actually the same way. Like for me, I can be physically attracted to you and I can think you're probably the hottest thing on the fucking planet Earth. But the moment that you say something that trumps that, I no longer find you attractive. Like the moment you start speaking and you sound dumb to me and you have nothing else to offer besides these physical looks, you're no longer attractive to me. Or it could be vice versa. I've definitely bumped into people that I don't find physically attractive like that, or what I would normally consider attractive, and everything else about them is so on point that now they become the finest thing on the fucking earth to me.
My bad. I picked up my phone.
Wow, bro.
Nah, I'm off. It's escalating. It's getting ugly. But but yes, that maybe it's a Libra thing though. I mean, maybe it's a Libra
Maybe
thing.
it is a Libra thing.
because
maybe it is a Libra thing. I can be and I can also be turned off in like no time. I can think your conversation is on point. I can think your physicality is on point. I can think that everything that you seem to have to offer is so on point that I may want to have your babies. But you can do something that literally turns me off, and I no longer give a fuck about any of that.
What's the instant turn off? Like, what is something that'll be like, I got to get this bitch out of here. I got to get him out of here.
Instant turn off. I hate someone who is egotistical. Like, humility to me is so sexy. Like, you can know that people are after you and that people think that you're the shit. Hey, you may even think that you're the shit, and that's perfectly fine. But the way that you come off is if you're like too cocky, or you feel like, you know, everyone owes you, like, that is so unattractive to me. Like, humility gets you far, and like if you're ego driven, I cannot deal with that. If you think everyone wants you, well, I'm gonna show you who doesn't want you, and that's me.
Not no more, but you did. He was right. I mean, listen, this don't just be like, oh, I don't want you. No, you wanted this.
At some point.
Hey.
But now I'm gonna show you how I don't.
Hey, he was right though.
I guess.
There you go. I mean, you can't just don't make. See, that's women like to undo. Like, you can't. There's no undo button on real life. You wanted the nigga. It's like when niggas say, but
I mean,
your dick whack, but you let me fuck 4 to 5 times. So, I mean.
Well, you know, sometimes you gotta try things more than once because the first time might have been a fluke.
See, but what you said, the whole I want to do men have an instant turn off. Because when we in the pursuit for the pussy, we still pursuing the pussy. Like, it ain't. You're like, okay, like my homie, and I think I'm the same way too. But my homie, you know, he's been meeting shit. This the same dude who's doing a dating thing. Met a girl who, like, she don't believe in God. She believes in kind of spiritual stuff, that Rastafarians thing. And for him, that's the important thing for his life. So he want to marry a Christian woman or at least someone that believes in God. And so he's like, yeah, I gotta get rid of her. I'm like, but wait a minute. Now, you know, it can only go so far with her. So why not just go so far with her? And that's like, that's kind of, you know, where you have an instant turn off. It's like, well, let me see what ways can I still maneuver, you know, this situation that's beneficial, because we spend so much time trying to get to you.
Who does, men?
Yes. You
think that men take a long time trying to get to women?
Meaning, like, all right, we got to go through 17 different barriers of bullshit just to try to, you know, holler at the chick we trying to holler at.
Define bullshit.
Well, okay. Let me think. Because, all right, so it's stuff like, damn, what was it? It was something. Just understand my, but like, all right, here we go. You know, I meet a chick, like you say, you know, within the last 5 minutes, and within 5 minutes that you want to let me fuck.
Yeah.
Now, I give you good character for a week. I give you honest, great conversation for a week. I give you everything that makes a dude solid, that you would think makes a dude solid. And then we like, hey, we should go out or link up and do this. Cool. You set your little date up for Tuesday. Tuesday come along, and now somehow your father died. I think we went through this already.
Yeah, we did.
Something tragic in your life happened. You got to counsel. All right, cool. You know, shit happened. We going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Now, I'm going to keep maintaining good character. Then we set up, all right, Friday, let's link up. Cool. Friday come around. And then there's some bullshit again. Now, we sitting here like, all right, look. If you want to fuck with me, you want to fuck with me. So what are we doing? But
I think that that's where cues come in. Like, if a guy's not taking that as a cue, then I think that probably that's on him.
Okay.
Like, that's not on the female.
Okay. But then at some point, y'all do link up, and then y'all do, everything is what it could have been the first 3 weeks, but it's extended a month later for whatever reason, because we never know. We never know what the truth of the matter is that happened. We just know we just kept getting pushed back. When everything could be cool a month later. But, I mean, when we finally get the link up and finally connect, but them first 2-3 weeks, we got to deal with the reschedules, the excuse, what we think is excuses. And that's why I mean
well,
the
during
bullshit.
those 2-3 weeks, you don't necessarily have to only tie yourself to that possibility. Like, if nothing is set in stone as far as like what we're doing, where we're going, what you may be to me or what I may be to you, let it be known that I'm probably shooting my shot in a couple of other directions.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You feel me?
That's
so
true.
if one of those basket makes it, if one of those balls makes it in the basket, then I'm gonna go that way and worry about when you can actually make time for me some other time.
Yeah, but here's the truth. Here's another truth too. Yeah, women don't know. I'm gonna reveal this little sauce. If a nigga really is giving you a lot of time, because time is our sex. If we give you a lot of time, we texting back, we responding back, we taking the calls. I mean, it seemed for all intents and purposes like, look, I'm putting this energy into you. Like, that's us really saying we fuck with you. Like, it's some, like, you ain't the rest of these motherfuckers. It's something about you.
Yo, you know what's so crazy is that this isn't the first time that I hear about this. And I actually feel like I believe it even more now hearing it from a man. Because the person who originally said this to me was a female. And she said, if a man is investing time in you, he cares more than you think that he does. Because no man is going to give up his time to spend with you if he doesn't care about you.
And here's the truth. Like, and then on the time thing, now, don't get it confused. Like, just because the time ain't what you want it to be. Like, if I only got this day and I give you this day, that's the time that I'm handing you. Like, I got to at least be able to give you something in my week would be valuable free time for me. But
yo, I'm glad that you say that, because I think that females kind of tend to be like, hey, let's click up. And if the person can't click up, they take it like, oh, he doesn't care. But then he'll be like, hey, but I'm available such and such day. Let's click up then. They're like, oh, it's not on your time. But he's giving you the time that he has available. And
our shit is like, look, if I say Tuesday at 7:00, that's what it is. Like, I made that moment. I ain't doing shit but looking forward to Tuesday 7:00. I'm not finna run no errands. I'm not finna do shit. Everything I do is gonna happen so that at 7:00, if you say let's whatever, we here, we ready. But you know what I mean, it's be the bullshit. And then the fast forward that when we get too much of the bullshit, then we start to resent you. And when we resent you is the moment that all we want from that moment forward is to fuck. That's it.
Okay.
Because you showed us you don't really want to kick it with us. You don't really want to converse with us. You don't want to do shit else. So now it's just objective goal. But before, I was giving you everything to let you know, look, I will make you my chick. I will give you, what the fuck? You want the sun, the moon, stars?
How do you want me to bring it to you?
How? I will try to figure that shit out. You make me wait a month.
Okay,
I may bring you a 4 for 4. I may bring you a 4 for 4.
Okay, so let's throw a wrench in it. Let's talk about guys that are in relationships and then are intrigued by other females that obviously are not part of their relationship.
Yeah.
So like, to step outside of that, like, do you feel that it's because they lack something within their relationship, or they're just dogs and want to taste a little bit of everything?
First of all, black men don't cheat, so we ain't gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Second, ain't too much bad you can say about a good dog, so we ain't gonna do that.
Okay.
So y'all got some dogs over there. I heard them.
I know.
So a good dog is a good dog, but
Sometimes good dogs misbehave too, though.
Well, you know, and it happens. But if you ask me about Latinos, whites, Indians, and things like that, I'll say my opinion is, I think here's an interesting thing, and I hope this ties in. Is you know, if a dude watches porn, a chick could be like, ugh, you know, sometimes some women are disgusted by men that watch porn. But at the same time, if that's your boyfriend or your whoever, and he watches porn, and he's like, and he watches, you know, sloppy head or, you know, cowgirl or some shit like that. Like he like looking at that kind of shit. And that's not something that you're doing or, you know, discuss or whatever the case is. Like he's letting you know what he likes and you're showing disgust in what he likes. So then he got a decision to make. Do I watch porn, I just live my fantasy vicariously through porn because I know the woman who I'm with or the girl I'm with or my relationship or the chick I'm exclusive with, she think this is gross. So this ain't even on the table. So at some point, his curiosity is going to say, is this obtainable? Like, is my fantasy obtainable? And it's not obtainable.
Can I make this happen?
Huh?
Can I make this happen?
I don't know if we think or men think, can I make this happen? But they do know that this is a fantasy of theirs. That, damn, if only I could get this. Now, you out and about, you meet a chick on some innocent shit, just on some regular. And then something about her is dope, is interesting and everything else, but you got a woman, you love, you like your chick or whatever it is. But some make you think, man, I bet she gets some dope ass head, or she got a big ass. I bet she ride dick like, you know, chicks in the video, like Cardi or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, here's a chance that I could possibly get my fantasy to happen. I still care about my woman. I love her. This is my chick. But the fantasy part is enticing. Now, what is it called? What's one of the sins called? Sins, but like the temptation. We have to resist that temptation. That's how marriages stay good or attempt to be. But when the woman that you with is showing disgust in the things that you like, then what am I supposed to do?
So touching on what you're saying as far as like if the woman that you're with is showing disgust, what happens if like you're with someone, right? You still care about them because clearly you're still with them, but that connection just isn't there. Do you feel like some guys look for an escape outside of that to still maintain that stability at home?
The connection isn't there for
them in the relationship.
So whatever void, there's a void that's missing.
Right. So they're seeking for that void somewhere else, but they don't want to step outside of the relationship.
Yeah, I do. I believe that. I think you know, there's a lot of truth to like, you know, my heart is here and you know, I whatever the thing is, but my heart is here. I'm doing this over there. Like, it's some truth to that. I don't particularly love this person. She just feel a void. My emotion is here. Now, on that, I don't think that is a responsible way to handle life. Especially if you haven't communicated that to your woman.
Exactly, because I feel like anything can be rectified or at least work towards being rectified. And if you haven't vocalized that, then what really are you doing?
Now, sometimes we might not say something because we don't want to lose our woman. So it's like if a nigga want a threesome or some shit, like, I want this, but I don't want to lose my woman. You know, she thinking that she ain't good enough. And that's a complicated conversation. Or even if it's just something like, you know, she has this, you know, something about being tied up. I don't know.
But I feel like I can honestly say as a female that that's probably one of the biggest problems with us females is the fact that we hold our men to play a certain role when, if anything, you should really just, who cares if he says, hey, you know, my fantasy is to have a threesome. I can be like, damn, you know what? That's pretty dope. I've probably thought about it too, but I'm gonna let you know right now that I'm not sharing you with anyone else. Like, you can still hear him out and you can present your own case, but I think that men should feel more comfortable speaking to their women about whatever it is that is on their mind. I think that's a big problem.
Here's another thing that's trash, and it done happened to me several times, and I'm sick of it, and I hope at some point this don't happen no more. But it's been plenty of times, like, I meet a chick and, you know, somehow, you know, she say, yeah, I've been with a chick before or some shit. I'm like, oh shit, let's get threesome popping. And then she like, nah, I'm not that way no more. Like, you can't just stop being a freak once you meet a nigga you like. If you like him, he probably into some freaky shit too. Like, let's get the freak shit, then we'll settle down in like 6 or 7 months or some shit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Once a freak, always a freak. And I feel like everyone's a freak. It just takes the right person to bring it out of you.
Shit, cause you know, I'm trying to wait a minute. Let me think. Let's touch on that. What's your freak shit? Let's get that in the world.
Me? I don't
what's a fetish?
So
give me something that's, you know what I mean, that's like, you know what, this that shit right here.
Oof. All right, so I can tell you right off the bat, I'm not into threesomes because I don't like sharing. Like, I'm very like possessive in that sense, like what's mine is mine and don't touch it. But I can definitely tell you that as far as like the freakiness, like, I'm not really against much. Like, if you are into like manhandling me a little bit, you know, choking me a little bit, pulling my hair, like saying certain things to me that I wouldn't expect you to say on a regular face-to-face conversation and only in the bedroom, I'm so okay with all of that.
I'm trying to think. I did too much. You know, one thing that's underrated, I think is underrated.
What's that?
I think women talking shit. That shit don't get enough shine. Like, women.
Oh no, I talk shit.
I need say something, because I'm gonna tell you, sometimes, you know, I may be doing something, getting up in there, and she say something wild. My whole head perk up like a dog. Like, hold on, this.
I've had that happen actually. Like, dudes literally will turn their head to the side. Like, did this bitch really just say that? Like, especially if it's like, it like, let's say that like specific time frame. Like, if you're fucking with someone specifically, but a long time has gone by between you guys fucking around. Like, I'm definitely that girl. I'm like, yeah, you missed this, didn't you? I know.
That's what I was saying. Man, I hear that shit. I ain't gonna respond back. You ain't gonna have me in a moment of vulnerability. Like, you can't just be like, yeah, I did. Nope, not saying that. Like, no, you missed me. You're not gonna do that. But that be that moment where I'll look back like, hold on, like this.
But that first initial facial expression will say it all.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna let you see it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna turn up.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, like Saved by the Bell and fucking Zach look at the fucking camera. I'm looking at a camera that ain't even there. Like, this motherfucker, okay. This what we on? All right.
Hey.
Game
sometimes
time.
You gotta, you know, make it a point to let it be known.
Yeah. I like a little shit. I like the shit talking. I'll tell you this. I'm just thinking about it right now. I kind of like that whole. What? All right, fuck it. Nah, I stopped. No.
This is.
I like when she on top and she throw the hands right on the chest. I don't know. There's something about you putting your hands on my chest. Or saying, nah, I can't give them the secret. I can't let them know how to submit me. I ain't gonna let you submit me on my shit. Nope. Fuck around. They be like, oh shit, okay, this way is gonna knock them out. Cause I give superior penis. I can't.
Dude, there's nothing better to me than someone telling me that something feels good. Like, you telling me what I'm doing at that moment is what's feeling good to you. I'm like, yup, I'm gonna continue to do this right here.
But this one thing y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop saying right there. You can't just be like right there. We don't know where we at. We inside. It's a blind. It's bird box at that point. I don't know what the fuck I'm hitting. I'm just stroking.
Sometimes that's all you can say though. Like, there's nothing else that's going on in your brain. And it's just like, yup, that's whatever you're doing right there. That's what you need to continue to do. Like, you can't think anything past that.
And I'm gonna give you one more. When you say right there and we at the right angle and we hitting it, you get 10 strokes before a nigga is tired. That's equivalent to weightlifting reps. We get 10 strokes because at that point.
Wait, is this a real thing?
It's a real thing, man. We can't.
Because there's been times where like I've been on top and like I've been doing my thing and like a dude and I'm like getting ready to like bust mine and dude be like, nope, don't you stop. And I'm like, nigga, I cannot not stop. Like it's gonna come a point.
That's what I'm saying.
Where shit's just gonna happen.
Yeah. See, that's what like that's it. Like, but at the same, like if you taking forever to get yours and I'm hitting that spot, you get 10. Cause at that point, I'm tired, my thigh hurt, like whatever is happening is happening. Nigga get tired. For real.
Okay, so question. So if so a situation occurs where you're, messing with shorty, blah, 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 whatever. She tells you right there, like, because you're hitting the spot, right? Do you feel even more aroused by the fact that she's telling you that you're hitting the right spot and then leads you to climax?
Now, well, see, now because I got a problem. And
you have a problem.
Like this shit, I ain't bragging. It's gonna be a humble flex, but like
okay, light flex.
Yeah, like I can go for a while. I can go. So it's one of them things of like it ain't changing for me that much. It's like I said, it's certain shit that can tap me out, and I ain't gonna say it on here. But
no, say it.
I can't because then they're gonna be trying to tap me out. But it's certain shit. It's certain ways.
What?
It's certain ways you can touch me, and I'll be like, oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen sooner than I thought it was.
I already gathered the hands on the chest thing. That's one of them.
Nah, that's one of them things that. Yeah, but they ain't gonna make.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna make me. But that's one of them things that's like make me want to go ahead and give you a little something extra. But
got it.
Like because I go long, like this whole shit is like just because you saying that is my whole thing is like, well, you better get it, like get it, because don't let me fuck as long as I can fuck, and then you don't ever get it because you keep saying right there, but you ain't letting yourself get right there.
What you mean though? It's not that simple. It's not that simple for a female.
Hey, that's not my blame God. That's your biology. I can't do nothing about that.
What you mean that's not your problem? The mission of having sexual intercourse is to bring each other to a specific feeling and climax. So if you're not doing your job for me to get to that point when I'm telling you right there,
if
then
I'm
what the fuck
staying
are we doing?
right there though.
Y'all think y'all staying right there.
I know because Bird Box. We don't know where we at.
Bird Box.
When you say right there, at that point, when you say right there, what we doing is taking a snapshot of my position. My knees are here, my arms are here. The stroke is happening like this. I'm gonna try to maintain this, and you better get it.
But that's when you start over analyzing it, and you don't realize that what you're doing is actually switching it up.
But then nobody asked you to tell me that I was right there. I keep trying to tell you, we can't see shit.
You know what? We're crazy fucking characters. I get it. Females are too much sometimes.
Yeah, extra.
But that's why you gotta, make shit happen for yourself. Like if you're not doing something correctly, I'm gonna make it happen for myself. Just stay still and I'm gonna make sure that this pops off.
Do it. That's what we saying. Whatever you got to do, we here for it. But stop making it complicated. Right there. Fucking know where we at.
Right there. You should call this episode right there. THURR.
All right. I think we beat this one up.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
surely did.
So I want to hit before we transition. Cause we're gonna do a bonus after this. I'm gonna just say it now. Fuck it. Pull the curtain back.
Okay.
We'll hit a few quick topics real quick. So what do you think about this whole Gucci boycott thing?
Oof. I think that it's a distraction. to something further, like something that's in plain sight that we're really not paying attention to. This just, I believe in distractions, and like they're putting things in our face because there's something bigger in the background. That's my conspiracy self.
So she just previewed what we gonna be doing next. But
yeah,
as far as, see, I go a different direction. I just think it's just good marketing. Personally, I think that
I mean, their stock is up 3%.
Yeah, I don't know how much I get into that sort of thing, but I think when it comes to stuff like something, because at first people will go like, there's somebody, how does this get out? Like the marketing, I mean, product going to line has to hit so many different departments before it's for sale. So how did anyone miss it? So for me, I go, they know niggas gonna go crazy about it. They ain't gotta pay for no marketing budget on this. They just gotta put it out there, and the word of mouth of Gucci will get out there, and they'll do an apology, and that'll be the end of it. So as far as my conspiracy on that, it's just like, nah, y'all just hustled the culture, and we fell for it again.
I mean, I can agree to that to a certain extent too, especially if you play into the play of, I mean, think about it. Soulja Boy has become like the biggest meme, as of 2019, and he was rocking that Gucci bandana forever. That started off the play, and then now Gucci comes out with this, so it's like it's continuing that trend. So I can definitely see how it's highlighting on like continuing the highlight on them.
You just said something I didn't think about.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, so we're already being noticed by a young black man. Let's do this, and then that's gonna even spark even more. I can see how it works hand in hand.
Okay, look. I thought I was gonna do like a quick round of topics, but I think we're gonna switch. So we're gonna end this show. So what we're gonna do is a bonus episode, and we're gonna get into some conspiracy shit, just like what we just did, because I didn't expect that to happen. And
think about it.
Yeah, so you extend the conversation out on Kinda Famous Pod on Facebook, facebook.com/Kinda Famous Pod, or you can hit me on Twitter, Ro is Famous. And let's get up on let's that Gucci thing got interesting. Or you want to talk about some of that relationship shit too? Do that. Zio,
yeah.
How can people
What's
find
up?
you and your podcast?
Well, our podcast is Zio and Rome, and that is on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also have our personal pages. Rome is Mother Rome, MOTHAROME. And mine is Pay Me No Mind, period, in between each word. Pay, period, me, period, no, period, mind, because there's nothing to see here. And we just started shooting video on YouTube, so you can definitely find us on there. We're doing reaction videos, and look forward to more of that.
And we also got these clean ass people collectors of Cosmic Culture. You can get it at arrowfilms.com/buy. Now we putting stickers inside these packages too. Like, we trying to get you legit, get you right with these damn garments. We looking at doing some fanny packs too. We trying to figure that out if we can figure it out. But until next time, this is the I'm Kinda Famous podcast. Tell your mama I said hi.
So, in light of you being kind of famous,
why the hell I'm kind of famous? Who the hell she know?